boards, we had nothing.
All right, so you guys, just for the purposes of this, no, I think it's a good place to end the flashback sequence. You two begin riding off. You got the medical herbs that you guys are here for. It only took 4 lives. That's a success, baby.
That's a W.
And you got a boar too.
Boar goblins.
That's pretty worth, yeah. A giant boar. Albeit it's maimed and crippled, but you know it's still pretty good.
You can patch it up. You got healing.
Yeah. There's some witch magic or some wand magic that you can do back when you guys get back to the car. It's fine. It's totally fine.
What were you saying
No,
about
bros
grades?
did either one.
What's about?
Saying something.
So I was just, I'm imagining Dahlia, telling this story, right? She doesn't really know or really remember, what happened here, but she's like, and then honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the goblin boss hopped on the crippled boar and just took off.
So it's your call. The flashback sequences are meant for us as players, less so for your character, unless you want it to be. So you could just be like, you guys are bored walking in the middle of the betwixt, and like you're just like, oh, this reminds me of this one time when I was little, and you can vocalize this entire combat to everyone else. That's your call. Or this might Or this might be a flashback just in your mind.
I think Dahlia would think of it and just, out of boredom or maybe try to move on from whatever conversation we're all yapping about, would bring up that time I fought boars and goblins on my own.
Well, you didn't fight the goblin.
True. But I'm pretty sure one of them tried to push me off that cart, so...
You have no evidence of this.
He didn't have the chance.
Alex messaging me. He's just like, I'm gonna push her up the carriage. And then when you left, he sent me the gif of a guy like, fuck! So,
I said this.
So, what happens afterwards, as far as you heard from your tribe, was that you did end up killing one boar, and the other 2 followed after their boss.
Acceptable option.
Your clansmen didn't give a shit what happened with the goblin and the boars, but they did have to bring you back, calm you down, which they did by drugging the shit out of you.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was very much a thing of one person tried to talk to you, which there was enough familial tie for you to not just attack them, while the other one blow dirted you.
It really is just like blow darting an actual dog.
Yeah. So
how much would Lothravu have said anything about this?
Never.
In the present, would she bring up anything?
Well, let's go back to that.
Cool.
All right, back to that. It was the gift. Fuck! I was gonna push Dolly off and kill her in her own backstory.
I just want to speed up Lotravu's help, is all.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing I told them when I deafened you was that it was fair game to kill you.
Of course.
Because this is when Lotravu is coming to save your life, so it was 100% fair game to target you.
So what I heard was kill Dahlia.
Yes.
I mean, that's what Core heard anyway.
I was gonna wait.
Amazing, Alex, because you were relentless at that boar.
You were a pretty good target. That's all I'm saying.
True.
All right, let me put back on the red music.
100%, Fred. Your goblin got a promotion.
Let's go!
By default, because he was the only survivor.
I mean, I was gonna say that.
Goblin chain or like hierarchy works is like, oh shit, do you survive your first battle? You promoted. The Romans did something similar, by the way, but I digress.
You survive your second battle? Oh shit, you're promoted.
Yeah, I think it was basically like 1, 3, 5, and then like increasing tiers or whatever.
If Alec hadn't pushed me off that cart, I never would have gone for the boar.
You really worked what you were given.
You're like, well, time to live my destiny.
I forgive you.
Rose
Yeah,
above
he
like
got
goblin
betrayed,
should.
dodged multiple attacks, and then proceeded to somehow get atop the big boar. Which, by the way, the very first attack that hit the big boar did come from Goblek, and that's the one that poisoned him.
My plan truly came to fruition.
Yeah, totally did.
Truly.
Goblin tactics.
Goblin tactics.
Not even I know what I want.
God approves. So, yeah, you guys are walking still by the shoreline of the swamp as, you guys are in a bit of boredom. And obviously, you guys are still free to have, like, side conversations. But Dolly, you're just like, oh, man, this reminds me of that time. All that shit happened.
So anyway, then they had to drug me, and well, at least that's what they told me.
Oh, did you still need to make that call?
Declan, like, stares at you.
You eat goblins as well as other people?
She just turns to you glacially.
I won't look at you any differently.
I
You
really
come from a
want
very strange land.
Very.
Yeah, say that again.
Is it bad that I really want us to go against the boar now?
A little
Why?
bit.
Because I want
That
to
makes it
challenge it to a charge-off. It's partially my thing.
You know what?
Well-
If we find any, have at it. I'm going to stay behind though in the safety line.
I mean, there's some talking boars that we can maybe find here. Not here, Haley gestures around, but like deeper in.
I will
Maybe
keep
fine.
that
Well,
in
there you
mind.
have it.
There you
I will keep that in
go, there
mind.
you go.
Falk, you get us a message from Eva.
Mhm.
I'm not surprised that the goblins had a 70% casualty rate.
Sounds about right.
No, she messaged it. You don't hear it. You don't hear it.
Oh.
I guess
That's
she
his
was
own
probably saying in like in Sviarian. Yeah, she would have said all that in Sviarian.
You respond. I'm surprised two survived. Normally
Yeah,
just
that's
one.
just a little surprising. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fairness, they had something distract them. So
And so few ran.
they were trying.
By her account.
By her accounts, yes.
Not for nothing. It paints a clearer picture as to why Badger's doing what he's doing.
Hmm.
It's almost sad.
I'm not going to say anything. Then she stops the messages.
Oh, okay.
She's being polite.
So, and actual vocal conversation. Meanwhile, nothing.
Well, how
Sorry,
far away is Bug? Or big
we're
Bug?
almost there. Yeah, that story was probably pretty. Like in the time it takes for us to recap it, is probably the amount of time it takes Dolly to actually recap it. It's pretty fast. Almost there, I think.
Pathetically.
Dolly, you hear in your mind. Good times. Back when it was a lot easier to take hold of you and we were so much more in sync.
They certainly were times. I can't deny you were helpful.
Yeah. Roll me an insight check.
Okay. Let me open my sheet.
Good times.
Yes, hell, quotation marks.
Going to eat your spad now.
No, it's
What?
Oh, yeah, make sure to revert all the stuff on your sheets back to normal. And
Yes.
let me cord you guys' section so you guys don't have all the boards and everything.
Oh yeah. Where are the
So that was a flashback sequence. Try to make it fun and engaging. By
It was very goofy and
yourselves.
funny.
I think I'm gonna retire Falk and play a boar now, actually.
Uh,
yeah. I can
It
see
says
that.
could-
true,
you
but that
could
was
be-
Dahlia's sheet.
You can be Big Boar.
Big Falk.
Yeah, Dolly, I can see it. I can see the name tag on the bottom.
Yeah.
There's something when Lotravu says that not throws you off, but catches your attention, but you're not sure what. Almost like they have like some sort of plan that they're just not looping you in on. In fact, that probably is what it is. You're just not sure what the plan could be.
She thinks to herself for a minute, like, a plan. Well, you know, what could they be plotting? And then just asks. She'd She'd probably honestly end up saying it out loud, but I feel like it's clear she's not talking to anyone, as she's just kind of
Right.
like spacing out a little bit. What have you got planned?
All of you guys hear that. Meanwhile, Literally responds, I got big things planned, Dolly. Big things for the both of us.
It'd be nice to be roped in on those plans.
You don't need to be. Especially now.
You mean especially now?
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. Let's just make it through this place alive. No repeats and no boring goblin adventures. And she put a little stank on adventures, by the way.
In fairness, I'm doing a lot better now than I was then.
Yeah, only because you had a little support to get you there. And you're welcome.
Thank you for helping me get here.
And you're welcome.
It will be easier to help you with your plans if you told me what they were.
No, I don't think it would be, actually.
And you told me not to worry about it.
Just don't worry about it. It's all be for the better.
You know that's not helping.
She grows quiet.
Smile.
Smile. Okay, so this is Big Bug's tracks. Dorothy, already on it. Follow me. She shoulders her spectral rifle and leads the way. You guys continue for only, I don't know, 5-7 more minutes before you guys hear something. The sounds of chittering, like not like anything angrily, more like just idle, like tapping, accompanied by the sound of rubbing, like
Like a
sort of
grasshopper kind of rubbing its legs together?
No, like wood.
Hmm.
You guys eventually spot Big Bug, not in its
Not in big
Big.
form.
yeah, not in big form. You spot Bug, who is around the size of Haley, and you see Bug leaned over a small thin plank of wood, and is apparently seeming trying to start a fire, but it's not rubbing the rod, like the thing you actually spin to make fire. It's not rubbing that fast enough to actually produce any smoke, much less any ember. Still chittering.
I think you
Chittering.
need to do it faster.
It flinches.
Hold his
fucking
hand up. Sorry.
Bug screech noise.
My bad. I'm usually quite loud, and that time I was sneaky.
It looks to you, past all, and then sees all of you. Hi. How's it going, Big Bug? Oh. That's cool. You guys don't seem to understand what Big Bug is saying. That being
Yeah.
said, you guys can roll your insight to determine its body language and get the general vibe of it.
Probably will tilt her head, and I will insight.
I assume speak with animals doesn't apply because it's not an
It might.
animal.
It might.
I mean, are we all
Sure,
animals?
Irina could potentially help you guys talk to him. If he's consenting.
I think Jin would more expect that to work easier.
Yeah.
Assuming he's consent.
So, aside all of you except Borlek. My bad, Rip. My bad, Rip. You guys see that he is very much caught off guard. He was very much focused on getting that fire started. But you guys can understand, like, he doesn't seem aggressive or anything like that against you guys. He is pretty open, pretty secure in one way, shape, or form. Jin, on a 27, you do see that he has like a bit of like a quiver to him. He's very cold. Not hypothermic, probably, but
Ah. He like lowers his hands a little bit because he kind of like defensively like put them up, just like, hey, no, we're fine. Like kind of lowers his hands and just kind of like gestures at it. It's like, would you mind if I assisted?
it looks to the fire, or well, not the fire, where the not fire is, and looks back to you and nods.
Okay. and he will attempt to just start a fire. He's got he's proficient in survival. He probably started a few fires in his life.
To the point where, like, with a fucking tinderbox and everything, I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Yeah, there you go. Just
Yeah, you just go over and yeah, you go fast on that, and then well, I guess you have a tinderbox, so just charcoal off, flint and steel, call it, lights a fire, and Bug immediately goes around and rubs his hands and tries to warm himself up on it, and it looks at you and he goes. He
look
says
to Haley.
thanks.
Thank you.
Actually, never mind. I can just translate. If he's all right with it, I might be able to speak to each other. If he's all right with it. Yeah, what he said.
What did he say?
Oh, he's asking how. Irene just holds up her hand as like a twiddle, like, ooh, magic, except instead of magic, it's spores!
What's the difference?
He says okay. Okay. Give me a second.
We're just digging this
A
bug's
plume
skull.
of red spores emerges from my radar. Hello.
Oh,
Oh.
hi.
Hello, well met.
Ah,
Hail and well met. I'm Big Bug. You let it be known, he still says it to you guys. So you guys just hear continuously noise, but you guys just understand what it means.
I'm Rip Van Winkle.
Hello, Rip Van Winkle.
Oh,
That's not his actual name. If that's what he wants to be called, then we can call him it.
Is that what
Ella.
Haley said?
Haley says, yeah.
How did you know?
Meh, she does like pulls one of her eyelids open with one of her fingers and sticks out to him. Meh. Oliver joins in. Get the slap from Olivia. Don't join in with her. Ow.
No, but that was funny.
Good to see you guys are still in good company. He says over to Haley and her crew. Where's Montague? I lost him. I need Earth Essence to bring him back, I think. Oh, sorry, I don't have anything. No, it's alright. I wasn't expecting it. Would have been nice, but I wasn't expecting it. Well, it's good to have company. Yeah, especially during these colder times. Colder place, more like. What are you even doing here? Looking around, as always.
What for?
Anything. Everything. He collects stuff.
Ah,
Collect and trade.
are you good at finding things?
I would say so.
Our friend Haley lost something.
What'd you lose, Haley? I was getting around to that.
This-
I just didn't want to start with it. Well, it's brought up now. What'd you lose? My harp? Oh, what happened to it? Some butthead threw it into, I think, the swamp. But the more I think on it, the more I'm doubting myself. Your initial memory is what you should trust. If you can't trust that, then it's all doubt from there. I mean, if you want, I can look for it. Really? Yeah, it just wouldn't be free. He very shyly shakes his head like, no, sorry. Sorry. That's just no, it's fine. I understand. What would it cost? What do you have? Haley looks at you guys like and does like a puppy dog like, what do you guys have? I don't have anything.
I'm a broke,
What do you
poor,
guys-
lost child.
What do you guys have?
Very small.
Eva
I don't have
rolls her
any
eyes.
money, so you can imagine the day I've had.
I don't you guys aren't from around here, I can tell. I
Yes.
don't trade in coin.
You trade in things?
Things, yes. Useful things, sentimental things, unique things.
I have
Especially if
Hmm.
he taps his like bug fingertips here. Especially if what? If it is temporary, ephemeral. What?
What?
There is how to say? He like taps his bug fingertips. I can't explain it. Please. Bug likes things that are beautiful, and there's a certain beauty if it's temporary. Value the time you have with it and stuff like that.
Like
A
a
withering flower.
like a snowflake.
Yes. Yes. He nods up and down. You guys hear.
Well, I have. It's not exactly temporary, but he pulled out one of the packages of Grayson's like fucking fish stuff. Are these? Do you like fish?
No.
I'll put this back then real quick.
Does it have to be physical?
Do you think we could throw something else in
Yeah.
the deal? As well? I'm on the hunt for a what was it? A witch doctor. Seen any in the area?
Doesn't gotta be specifically a witch doctor. A witch doctor, shaman, an arcanist, any of that stuff. Doesn't gotta be specifically a witch doctor.
Don't know what he said. Seen
There's
any in the
some, none recently. No, there's some around, but I can't point you to any.
area? No.
People find me, not the other way around usually.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks anyway.
Although, taps his bug fingertips against his bug hand, the chitin tapping noise. If you guys are willing to do me a service, I could, points at Haley, help you find your harp, points at you, Roma, and it might be a direction you might find someone that can help you. 2 in 1.
What was the request first and foremost?
I need to make a delivery, but it's a bit of a distance away from my usual route. So if you guys are going that way, you guys can take it for me. And then I can help you find the harp, and that direction might have a person of magics. Well, we take where's this package? What is the package? Oh, this is the package. He reaches into his backpack, his satchel, and pulls out a jar that is probably around the height of like a thermos, or like a big jar of kimchi. There you go, big jar of kimchi, a big like jug, like a moonshine bottle. That in terms of diameter, but it's like still like a jar, like a mason jar.
New jar.
That was turned you down. That was way louder than you were speaking last time. He pulls it out, and it is not a perfect glass. It's not perfectly see-through by its craftsmanship. But even despite that, despite how opaque it is, you guys could see the yellow but also purple, like swirly, like sort of concoction that's in it, and it is sealed entirely, and it does look like heavy-duty glass as well. And yellow. I need to deliver this to. He rubs his hands together again. To the bee kingdom.
Sorry, the king. It's a kingdom of bees.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's catching me so off guard.
And
He's a
what is
beast.
this?
He's a big bug. What'd you expect? I mean, I'm not related to them.
He's the big.
Yeah, clearly he's an ant.
Oh no, I'm not an ant either. They don't like. They're actually at war with the ant kingdom right now.
Oh, we're gonna get swept up in political intrigue again.
I hope
Probably.
not. But no, I need you to deliver this to the queen of the bee kingdom. This is royal jelly.
Ah, so,
That explains the purple.
so does
It's
that mean
specially
they
made.
do not have a
They can
queen?
make their own. This is a different type of royal jelly. They make their own, but this is a different one.
All right. I hope nobody's allergic to bees. That'd be
I
awfully
mean-
unfortunate.
I have to ask. Yeah? Declan taps his hand against his like plate armor, like his grease, like how do I phrase this? The denizens of the bee kingdom. Yeah. Are they? You see, we encountered a speaking tortoise earlier. Not too surprising. His name was Tarquin. Oh, I think I know of a Tarquin. I think. Right. But yet you are a big bug. Yeah. So you see, Declan, just be out with it. Are these bees more like a tortoise or more like you? Are they more true to their animalistic origin, or are they more bipedal? Oh, that's a good question. You guys aren't from around here, right? Right.
Yes.
Some of them are like me, others are like Tarquin. It's actually a mix.
Oh,
Interesting.
What's
And
this?
turns to
the
Declan.
What says the differentiation? He looks away. You don't want to know.
I do. I absolutely do now.
Hold on. What? No.
You
Yeah.
can't just
I want
say,
him.
buddy.
He rubs his hands together, chitters. This way of talking, is there a way, he looks at everyone, is there a way to limit who it goes to? Yes.
I already know what the answer's gonna be.
Haley bucket, yes.
It's in my
Plug
head.
your
I
brain.
already know. Right? She looks at the big bug, right? He blinks. I
do not
don't
think she
know
knows.
what the warden has taught you, so maybe. I want to know.
How do you think it happens?
Well, I want to say out loud.
You don't be crass.
Yeah. Wait. How about he looks at Irina? What's your name, ma'am? I'm Irina. Irina, nice to meet you. I'm Big Bug. Nice to meet you. Can you do a thing just so Haley and I can talk to each other? Oh, sure.
He's like, what do you think it is?
Basically, that's like basically like before Irina like sets up a closed call, you guys hear Big Bug. Okay, so what do you think it?
Wait, wouldn't it just be easier just to turn it off temporarily? Because she understands him,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Because Haley already understands Big Bug.
He can just talk to her normally.
I don't think they thought of that.
That is fair. One is a child and one is... I don't know Bug's age and how age works for him.
They're conspiring. Don't worry about it.
We always
Ah.
fucking complicate things when we show up anyway. So.
I just like when Irina's
Also-
included.
Oh no.
Also, good job, Irina. That was good thinking. The mental
Yep.
connection thing.
Very much so.
Another plume of red spores emits out from Irina. Maybe it's just her like reestablishing like telepathic connection, right? Falk, as a person that she is tethered to,
Yeah.
you feel a very very muted but nonetheless existent ping of embarrassment.
You guys just see Falk go. Oof. What rubs the back of his neck.
Okay, so she so she knows. See, I told you. Taps his bug fingertip. So who wants to know?
Raise
It
hand.
just spit it out to the
Well,
group at this
now
point.
I'm just curious.
Alright, immediately shoots her arm up like, I want to know.
I want to know.
I think I can intuit the answer.
The confirmation
It's
is
not-
nice.
It's not as bad as you think it is. I hope.
I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was, adult.
Bug, the suspense is killing us.
It's a way of
A little
Adult?
bit.
a beehive has a certain structure, shall we say?
Yeah. So he taps his fingertips together. Tick, tick, tick. So at some point there were some humanoid people that were allured by pheromones and incubated with the hive, and so they have descendants. Those descendants.
Just staring at Dahlia.
Those descendants appreciate all types, both types of physiologies, so they make more descendants. And then sometimes the first step happens again if the queen is feeling potent. That
Feeling potent.
God.
Is that
I
pretty
love-
universal?
Bring them royal jelly. Are we going to be
my
infected
God.
by bees?
Eva's like pinching the bridge of her nose. Mercer's like shaking his head like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god, we're learning about the birds and the bees.
Do you actually say that?
Yes, he does.
Mercer's shaking his head, then you say that you go. You go. Yeah, I guess we're chasing the birds and now we're chasing the bees, huh?
Eh,
Mercer!
I go for a high five with Mercer.
He high fives you back.
Let's go! Combat data.
so, so is that universal for all humanoid creatures here?
What do you mean?
Like we were told the bipedal cat people here. Is it like them or?
No. They're I don't know for them. I know more about the bees than cats. But maybe.
Delia puts her head in her hands.
I mean,
Just eat a cat.
he looks at Oliver. Yeah, you could tell them. Tell them what? I was zoned out. What are we talking about?
The
I
birds
think I
and
saw a
the
squirrel
bees.
back there.
They're talking
What?
about procreation.
Oh. And? Oh, you. I don't
What do
have
you
those
read
parts
about it?
anymore. I don't have those parts anymore. I can't help you.
It's probably for the best. I
They
think,
were asking it. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I think we're all caught up here. I
So,
think,
so to answer your initial question, Declan was it? Knight Prospect Declan, hi, of the Order of Daisies. Oh, a knight. Oh, that's fun. Well, sir, Declan, both is the answer. There are some that are the more menial ones are more insect-like still, but the ones capable of trade and higher thoughts are more. He rolls up two fingers, not better, designed for, evolutionarily designed for. They're more. He makes like gestures at himself, humanoid, bipedal. Interesting. He turns to all of you as, I am sorry to have asked then, curse us all.
Yes, I am curious why you were thinking of that.
I was
I
wondering.
was also thinking it.
I was.
I was
wondering-
You're weird though. Yes.
Okay, no, it's never mind. I think that is sufficient answer to that. Fucking Dahlia, we are aligned. No, Knight Declan. Knight Prospect Declan. I'm quite curious. Why were you wondering it?
Yes, as well as they're weird. I expect them to think of it. You actually asked.
I'm not weird.
You're extremely
Yes, you are. You're
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Immediately, everyone is like, he's weird.